Hey Pip, I'm glad you're here. Really good day today. This is day 8 in our swing school. We're looking at body timing today. And so let's begin. Let's lay this out. We'll start with what we're going to do. We'll start with the actual workout for the day. And then let's discuss some of the keys of what this day means. Okay, so we're working through our 7 functional skills. We've worked through the idea of leverage. We've worked with forward momentum. We've worked with absorption. We're working with slack pull and sweet spot awareness. And now we're taking those 5 items and we're packing them together now with the idea of body timing, how we put that swing together. And in and of itself, and I think we've all seen this. When we do this, there is a flow to the swing, right? As coaches, as parents, we'll see that flash. Even as a hitter, we'll feel that flash. We become aware of it, where there is a flow to a swing, okay? And what I would say is, anytime I believe I've ever hit the ball well, I've never heard anybody talk to me about stride issues or anything other than, hey, good swing, right? So I want to continue down that line. And to me, that's where I would fall. And I would say, hey, most issues are created by some disruption of timing. It's really not in the swing itself. We haven't trained for that. We've created these movement patterns. And so today it's about becoming a little more efficient, putting all those aspects together, okay, for the first time. And now we're starting to understand that idea of efficiency. So what we're looking at today, obviously when we begin, we're talking about that idea of just lining it up, our swing plane drill, right? So it's fly ball, ground ball, line drive. Hey, we can also work with going to left field, center field, right field, especially if I'm using the torso burner to warm up with. I'm going left field, center field, right field. Okay, then we use the OT drill, okay, which we're looking at from a leverage standpoint, right? If we recall, one of my favorite drills there. Then we have our step behind, okay, or our step back if you're going to use the ramp, right? If we're still flipping out over, okay, the key here is that we always want to work off the inside of the back foot, not get over top. We don't want our back knee to drift over the midline of the back foot. So we're always trying to work there. We have the 3 bats, and it's very simple. The 3 bats are just exactly what it says, 3 different weights. We talked about being, within 10% is ideal on either side, 10% lighter than what we normally use, 10% heavier. But if we go heavier or even lighter than that's no big deal. We just have to be aware of that. So, and what we're doing is we're alternating those bats on each swing. So we're feeling different lengths, and they can be different lengths, different barrel dimensions, anything that is forcing my body to adjust to be on time, right? And as with all things, we have a target. Okay, and we're trying to work with a target. And then we're just trying to get back to that idea of lead arm extension, of the lockout of the lead arm. And here I could go into using just a one-hand swing, which would just be my lead, really emphasizing the corkscrew and the hip carrying that lead arm. Okay, and then we talk about that tunnel, which is the top of the letters to the middle of the chest. And if I turn the barrel quickly, and this drill here can really feel it, we would be able to have that lead hand work right through the tunnel, okay? And so what we were looking at here with that one-arm swing is just a dry swing and then off of a tee. And then we can try it off the front toss, okay? And when we're looking at front toss, the OH here, it's standing for overhand, right? Overhand. So I don't want to flip from underneath. My body, my brain is accustomed to seeing the ball. Let me lean in here, seeing the ball come from up here. Okay, it's not a flip. Okay, so it's interested in finding the ball as it normally would. Okay, so again, what we're talking about we see flow. We see flow in a swing, right? When it has fewer interruptions into it, whether I'm early or whether I'm late, and the body will go into certain contortions to try to get the barrel there. And so what I'm trying to do is create that smoother swing. Okay, I want that smoother swing, that efficient swing that's going to show up. Okay. Not so much the aesthetics of the swing, not so much, oh, it's a pretty looking swing, because we've seen good hitters with bad swings, and we've seen bad hitters with good swings, and we want to make sure that we're just efficient with understanding how to create our A-level swing. So we'll still keep working on that. Okay, so everybody talks about the data, you know, all the hit tracks, everything. Yes, we want to continue to measure to make sure we're working in the right area, but as Coach Perry would say, the science is the output. It is what is happening. If your exit speed is going down, but your contact was at its maximum, like we were barrel, we were 100% on the money, then that's the area that we want to address, right? And a lot of times that's where exit velocity will hide, and it's because the body is not in its maximum delivery. Okay, so the bottom line here is that the body is working at maximum efficiency for bat speed when everything is working in order. Okay, and that's what this day is doing. We're bringing everything together. We're creating that A swing. We're using that body flow, and then one of the biggest points of difference here between what we're doing here at Swing School and what you would get just from any place else, online, going to instructors or whatever, is this idea that I'm not interested in reacting. By its nature, reacting is saying, hey, we can't be 100%. We're going to be less than 100%. Okay, and so what we want to understand is the idea of acting. And when we do that, that becomes a massive shift in understanding. It is, as they would say, I hate to use the phrase, but it is a paradigm shift in thinking, okay? And so I am trying to act. Now, we're getting very close to that. And if you wanted to get a glimpse of where we're headed today, as the thrower, as the thrower of the BP here today, when you're finishing this off with your batting practice, and you can do this in the front toss, okay? Work an inside pitch, then go immediately to an outside pitch. And you can even tell the hitter what's going on. And when we see these massive differences, okay, it could be as much as 10 miles an hour going from one to the other, right? We should have our raw data from the very first day where we used a tee, right? This number should be increasing, right? The number should be increasing by like 3 to 5% off of the front toss. Okay, so we should see that number up. But if we're not even approaching what we're seeing on a tee, now we know that we're definitely sitting in a timing issue. Okay, and just not understanding where the pitch is, where the ball is, what's going on. Okay, so I want to make sure that at the end of today, and if you use the little test here that we just talked about, inside pitch, outside pitch, and that massive shift in understanding, you're going to understand that hitting is both physical and most definitely mental. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have those working. Let's just take a look here. Also, yep, I think everything is there. Each drill builds upon itself, right? Take as much time as you need. Please, the numbers here are just numbers. I'm a person who does not believe that the numbers are finite. So meaning, hey, I put up there like 3x5 or 2x3 or whatever. Hey, they need to be whatever you feel is necessary. Okay, don't ever just take these numbers. They're right, somewhat random, and it's right. What I'm looking at here basically is a younger hitter, so we're not trying to tire them out. Okay, but you might spend more time in one area than another. Okay, and then as we continue. Tomorrow's a big day. Day 9 is going to be a big day. And, you know, you're probably, these aren't day by day by day. I put some time in here because I want you to spend time with them. This first round through, the first time through, spend some time with it, right? We're going to talk about 21 days, right? And so here at day 8, take some time. It might take us 2 or 3 calendar days. All right, that's why there's always been a delay. I come back in, I try to put in any drill demo that's necessary, or pull some of the kids that we've had doing those drills. And then, so I always try to put those back into the description area. All right, so I hope you're finding this helpful. Day 8, big day, body timing. We're starting to put things together, how I move. I'm trying to find the flow of a swing, right? A good corkscrew, a good first move, a nice finish, okay? Letting things work, not using my hands, staying in the tunnel, getting strong at the ball, understanding my A-level swing, holding on to it as long as I can, okay? Understanding that I want to hit the ball hard, I want to hit it far. I'm not interested in putting the ball in play, all right, which is a passive attitude for me. I'm trying to stay aggressive with it. I want to be introduced to the idea of acting versus reacting. Let's just see what the result of that little mini test is today, because tomorrow we're going to get heavily into that. Okay, so tomorrow is sort of a preview to what level 2 is about. Okay, it's just a preview to it. We lay down the foundational aspect of that, but I do want you to understand day 8, very important day. We're putting together all the other functional skills, creating the swing. Hope that helps. Hey, if you like this, please subscribe. If you know someone that you think could use a little bit of work, wants to learn a little bit more, please pass this along. Let them know that I'm here. I certainly appreciate it. Hit subscribe if you would, please. It helps me. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys here once again. Day 9 coming up. It's going to be a big day. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.